I am Charmika, head nutritionist and lifestyle expert with Team Look. I also head the pregnancy vertical with Look. So, I want to say today is like every woman undergoes three phases in her life, which is fertility, premenopause, and menopause. And today I want to highlight the third phase, which is least spoken. And there are so many physiological changes which happen during this phase. And each woman face different kind of symptoms, which may differ from one woman to another. I also have, you can say beautifully completed my first phase of pregnancy, and I'll be nearing to another two phases soon. And in that, there will be a lot of physiological changes. So today, I want to highlight those changes and how do we can cope up with that so that our journey is really smooth and we can sail through this. So let's dive more into this topic. Before I get started, if you have any symptoms, related to menopause, please type your message in the chat box. I will really love to know. Write your answer or any of your symptoms in the chat box. Okay. It is hot flushes, mood swing, excess sweating, irregular periods, insomnia sometime. And yes, today I'll be covering all the symptoms. Okay. Okay, there is weight gain too. Fatigue, lethargy. So I have, so many women reaching out to me asking, I face this kind of symptom and, how can I guide her? And you can say I've helped more than 100 of women, just sailing through this journey where they feel really better. So today I'm going to talk on how to deal menopause naturally, and let's see how we can make this journey more easy and comfortable. So let's get started. Okay. So there are three, a woman has three kind of phases in her life. Say a fertility phase, premenopause, and menopause. Now, this menopause is further divided into premenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. So, what is exactly menopause? Menopause means there is absence of period cycle for continued 12 months. This is menopause, and during this period there are a lot of hormonal changes which happens. You can say, for example, there is fluctuation in estrogen and progesterone hormone. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes low. And because of this fluctuation in this hormone, some women face heavy bleeding, some face scanty bleeding, and they undergo various kind of symptoms. You can, which may be different from one woman to another, as you have already mentioned few of them. And this happens basically, you can say, in the age of 40, but officially it is known as from the age of 44 to 55. And there are treatments available for it. You can say conventional treatment. The first important treatment is hormonal replacement therapy, which is also known as HRT. Now in this, estrogen and progesterone are given to balance out the depleting hormones in the body. But there are so many researches which says that when women take this HRT, they are also at high risk of breast cancer, heart-related problems, blood clots, mental, you can say mental-related problem, or you can say more dementia, memory loss, any of this, so and many more. So, how we can balance this menopause with the natural remedies, because this phase cannot be deleted in one's life. It is going to be part of you, and we really need to say it, identify the symptoms, work on the remedies, so that we can make our journey more easy by passing through this phase. So today I'm going to talk on top six symptoms, and I'll be sharing the remedies also. So the symptoms which women undergo during this menopause is vaginal dryness, hot flushes, then low libido, insomnia, thinning of the hair, then slowing down the metabolism where weight gain is also seen, and insomnia. These are the top six symptoms. There can be many more. So let's discuss more in detail about each symptom. Now, vaginal dryness. Why does this happen? We need to understand that. Because of this menopause period, there is dip in the estrogen hormone. And when there is dip in this estrogen hormone, the vaginal lining, or you can say the skin which is present on the vagina, becomes thin. And that's where dryness takes place. Now, we really need to work on the symptoms. What we can do for this vaginal dryness. If you have 99% of pure aloe vera gel, you can apply in that area. You can take cold pressed coconut virgin oil with pinch of turmeric and apply in that area. Now, cold pressed coconut virgin oil is an excellent natural skin moisturizer. It also has antibacterial, antiviral properties. Turmeric has anti-inflammatory properties. So by application of this mixture will help you to reduce your vaginal dryness. Now, uh, another remedy which you can follow is known as sitz bath. What is the sitz bath? Take a bucket of water. Okay, add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and immerse your groin area for 15 to 20 minutes. In case, because of the vaginal dryness, if you have itching or cuts on your vagina, then avoid apple cider vinegar, because in few cases it is known to give burning sensation. So in that case, what you can do? You can take bucket of water, add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and you can immerse your groin area for 15 to 20 minutes. Turmeric will act as anti-inflammatory, and because of doing the sitz bath, it will help you to reduce your vaginal dryness. There is something as known as vitamin E. So you get vitamin E capsules in the medical. You can get them. You can break this vitamin E capsule and apply on your vaginal area. This is also going to help you to decrease your vaginal dryness. Now, coming to hot flushes. Why this happens and what exactly happens in this? This happens because of the hormonal changes, and in this, the upper part of the woman's body is, they feel warm, or they can feel the temperature. You can say face, neck, and the upper chest. Now, or it can be excessive sweating also. So, how do we deal with this hot flushes? You can have, or you can take 1 cup of ginseng tea. Now take a boiling water, take 1 small inch of ginseng, and add it to that boiling water, off the flame, and let it steam for 5 to 7 minutes. Then strain it and have it. You can also add peppermint oil, few drops, or lavender oil in a diffuser, because this will also help you to feel better in hot flushes. There is something known as malwa nut. Now, malwa nut is also known as Niranjan Phal. Now, this is easily available in Amazon as well as in any Ayurvedic store. What you need to do is, you need to soak this malwa nut in water for 15 to 30 minutes, and post that you can consume it with the skin. But if you are suffering from cough and any throat related problem, then kindly remove the skin and then you can consume it. Wear cotton clothes, wear cotton underwear. This is extremely very important. Now, why this is so important? Because the air can pass more easily and that can make you feel better. You can take a small ice cube and you can apply on the nape of the neck. This will help your body to cool down better. You can have 1 teaspoon of sabja seeds added to water. This will help you to feel better. There is something which you can do is take some infused water. You can fill a jug with water, add fresh rose petal, and you can have that, or you can have gulkan, which is made without any sweetener, or in case if you don't like it, then use the natural sweetener, which is jaggery or honey, if you get, if it is easily available, and you can take 1 small teaspoon. This also is going to help you. Now, how does all this remedy help? It basically helps to cool down your body temperature, helps to release the heat from the body. So you can try these remedies. I am going to post all these remedies on my Insta handle, so you can follow me. And in case if you have any doubt, you can ask me there also. Now, coming to low libido, I will say vaginal dryness and low libido are interly connected. Now, why this? When a woman is having vaginal dryness, and if she's active, has a physical relationship, then it may give lot of pain, and this will decrease her sexual drive. So we should make sure that vaginal dryness is slowly being taken care of. Now, how do we boost the libido? You need to include omega-3 rich foods, which is flax seeds. This should be unroasted and in powder form. You can add it to the fruit, or you can add it to your salad. You can take it accordingly. You can include walnuts also, because they are also rich in omega-3. Now, zinc-rich foods also really help to boost the libido. Now, the most important zinc-rich food is pumpkin seeds. You can soak them and have 1 to 2 teaspoons daily. Now, I am going to share a very good recipe of libido boosting concoction, which you can take for few days to see some results. Now, what is that concoction? Take half a teaspoon of methi seeds, a very small pinch of nutmeg powder, take little saffron, take 1 clove of garlic. Now take 1 cup of water, add all these ingredients and boil it till it becomes half cup. Strain it, add raw raw unpasteurized honey to it, and you can consume this. This should be taken 1 hour before the bedtime. Also, try and involve yourself in foreplay for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So this is also going to improve your sexual drive. You can also include dried dates, which is also known as chuara or khajur. Kharik. You can have this 1 hour before bedtime with some pistachios. Pistachios should be unsalted and soaked. This also really works very well. To boost the libido, there is one more method. You can take jasmine essential oil, add few drops to diffuser, and this is going to really uplift your mood too. So, please make sure that you are taking good care of your vaginal dryness, and doing all this remedy to boost your libido, so both go hand in hand, and really feel better. Now, coming to thinning of the hair. This happens because of the lot of hormonal changes. Now, in this, what all you can do? You can take, half ripe avocado with half ripe banana. Make blend it together and apply this whole mask on your head, from the scalp. and leave it for 30 minutes. Post 30 minutes, you can wash your hair with non-toxic shampoo. This is going to be really wonderful. You will really feel, the quality of your hair is improving. You can do this mask at least twice in a week. Or if avocado is not available, another method what you can do is, you can take methi seeds. You can take 1 teaspoon of methi seeds, soak overnight. Next day morning, grind this methi seeds with A2 curd. Now apply this mask on the hair, leave it for 30 minutes and wash it with non-toxic shampoo. So this is how it is going to help you for your hair. Apart from this, you can apply aloe vera gel too, or there is a very good oil which you can make at home. The recipe is as follow. You can take 500 ml of mustard seed oil, which will be cold pressed. Add 200 ml of cold pressed coconut virgin oil. Add 1 tablespoon of curry leaf powder or handful of curry leaves. 1 tablespoon of methi seeds. You need to add all this mixture and infuse this oil for 1 week, and then after a week you start applying this oil. This is going to make sure, or help you to improve your hair quality too. Now coming to next symptom, which is your metabolism, where your metabolism becomes slow. This also happens because of the hormonal changes. Now, when this happens, there is a weight gain seen, and that also sometimes it is seen on the abdominal surface. So for that, what all you need to do? Be physically active. That's very important. At least 10,000 steps in a day is must, or any kind of activity. In case if you have any kind of problems related to medical or physical, then please check with your healthcare provider or at least a physiotherapist. But make sure that you are physically active. Then you can have warm water and add pinch of Sri Lankan cinnamon. You can have 2 glasses. This is also going to boost your metabolism. Include green tea or matcha tea, at least 1 cup in a day. This will also boost your metabolism. Include cayenne pepper in your meal, in any preparation. So all these things is going to boost your metabolism. Now coming to insomnia, because of the hormonal changes, there is sleep is affected. I'm going to share few remedies for that, but one of my colleagues recently had done with Zoom live on insomnia. You can follow her for more remedies. Her Insta handle is Sneha Gala 88. The few remedies for insomnia are, you need to make your room more darker, cooler, so you feel better, and this can help you to get good sleep. You can take warm water bath 30 minutes before your bedtime. In that, add valerian root essential oil, few drops. This is also known as khash oil. This helps to calm down your mind. So this is also going to help you to deal with your insomnia. You can do Yog Nidra. You can download the Insight Timer app, and in that you can check for Yog Nidra or follow Art of Living Yog Nidra. This is also going to be really helpful to relax each part of the body and make you feel feel sleepy, and this helps to get good sleep too. So this, whatever the remedies I have shared today, I'll be posting these remedies on my Insta handle, which is Charmi Jigar, CHARMIJIGAR. You can follow me on that. It will take 1 or 2 days to post all these remedies. So, wait for till that time. And right now I'm opening the platform for question answer. You can ask me. I'll try to answer as much as I can. And in case if I'm not able to, then you can reach out to me on my Insta handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's one person who said that they skipped their periods the last time and there's just spotting. So how can you tell when menopause has set in?
So when there is complete absence of period, not even spotting, that is where your menopause starts, and this should be continuous for 12 months. So this is, you may be in your pre-menopause period.
All right. Thanks, Charmi.
Yeah.
My period hasn't come for several days, and my doctor says maybe I am on menopause. Again, how do I know?
So you need to wait. Unless, what you need to check your age, what age you are in. You need to wait till your period cycle comes. If it is not coming, at least we need that. That is where menopause is defined as continuous absence of period cycle up to 12 months is then it is known as menopause. So you may be in your premenopause period.
Okay. Um, can you discuss or share more light on fatigue and joint pains that's related to?
So when this menopause sets in, as I said, there is depletion of estrogen and progesterone hormone. So there are chances that bone density also reduces because calcium absorption is not happening. So try to include the foods which are rich in calcium. Say for example, ragi. You can make ragi rotis. You can include sesame seed. You can toss the sesame seeds on your, salads or on your rotis. You can have these things. And in case if you still have joint pains, then what a simple thing you can do is take nutmeg oil, uh, take cold pressed coconut virgin oil or sesame seed oil, add few drops of nutmeg oil, a very light lukewarm mixture, apply on your joint pains. This will help to reduce the inflammation and help you to feel that the pain is less. You can try this till then. And for fatigue, see, as I said, that menopause, like in few females, it is something where estrogen progesterone goes up and go down, which may lead to heavy bleeding. So if it is a heavy bleeding and there is fatigue because of the heavy bleeding, then you need to include iron rich foods. Say for example, for iron rich foods, you can take green leafy vegetable, or you can take 1 teaspoon of garden cress seeds or moringa. Okay, but make sure it is taken with vitamin C for the proper absorption. So this it can be, and in case there is no heavy bleeding but still there is fatigue, this means that there are symptoms related, your menopause, your premenopause is related to fatigue. So start getting active, check whether you're getting good quality of sleep, check whether you're getting 8 hours of good quality sleep, or your water intake is good. So identify where where exactly things are going, whether you're eating small frequent meals, what is happening, your stress levels are high. So check where you're going wrong.
Okay. Can you tell us more about mood swings and how to manage that?
Okay, so mood swings is a part of this all hormonal change. Whenever you get mood swing or something, calm yourself, sit down, take few deep breaths, ask yourself what exactly you want from that situation, whether you want to satisfy something or it's just you're irritated. Divert your mind by taking deep breaths, diverting your mind, or getting involved in your hobbies, or just changing the environment is going to be helpful. You can start practicing meditation also, maybe a very simple guided meditation. It is not going to be so easy to take meditation in case if you're not loving it, but slowly, maybe 2-3 minutes, so that is going to calm you down. And once you are calmed down, automatic irritation comes down.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that tip, Jani.
Yeah.
You had mentioned flax seeds. Why is it important for us to have unroasted flax seeds?
So all nuts and seeds have say a nutrient which does not anti-nutritional factor, you can say, which does not get absorbed very well. So it is always said that to unroast the flax seeds. Second thing, for or any other nuts and seeds should be soaked. Now for considering flaxseed as a main point, it has omega-3 fatty acids, and when omega-3 fatty acid is heated, okay, the nutrient in it get degenerated, which is not good for the body. So again, flaxseed should be unroasted and powder form. You cannot have the whole flaxseed. Why? Because it sticks on your mouth, it's very sticky, so absorption does not happen. Also, we have seen, if the whole consumption of flaxseed is there, it comes out in the stool as it is, so absorption is not happening. So best way is to powder and it is unroasted, and any other seed should be soaked, so that anti-nutritional factor is lessened, you can say.
Okay, okay, great.
Mhm.
So there's a question on, is it normal to have delayed periods like 1.5 months, or scanty periods? Now, is either an indication of premenopause?
If you're in that age, yes, it can be an indication, because as I said, hormonal fluctuation is there. When these hormones are fluctuated, the period cycle is unpredictable. Some face scanty period, some face heavy bleeding. So you need to watch for more symptoms and see your
Okay, and
age.
how long does this premenopause period last?
It starts in the 40s, and there is no set defined period for it. It is set at several years. So as I said, the range is between 44 to 55. So many, it ranges between that.
Okay. Does menopause cause acne? And if so, what is the remedy?
So hormonal changes can cause acne. You can take or aloe vera gel and you can apply, or you can take aloe vera gel, add 1 drop of tea tree oil and apply on your acne. And if only the marks are there, you can apply raw potato juice.
Okay. You also mentioned ginseng tea. What exactly is this?
It's a kind of a herb.
Okay, and is it easily available?
Yes, easily available.
Okay, great. Thanks for that, Charlie.
Yeah.
I'm in the pre-menopause state, got all my blood work done, which is all good, but my whole body hurts. The pain keeps rotating in my joints. Sometimes knees hurt, sometimes toes or neck or fingers, especially in the joint areas. So very irritated because of this. Is there any remedy that you could suggest?
Yeah. So check your body weight. Make sure your sleep is good quality of sleep. So that will help to repair your tissues. And in case if you have too much of body pain and everything, you can first start with your legs. Like, soak your legs in Epsom salt. Take a bucket of water, add 1 cup of Epsom salt, and soak your legs. And post this soak for, you can say, 30 minutes minimum. And then you have 1 glass of water to avoid dehydration. You can check that. Start, if you're not physically active, make sure that you become physically active, and see that you have small frequent meals, not having any junk food or fried foods. So find out the root cause, where exactly things are going wrong, and then work according to your symptoms. But for pain, you can start with Epsom salt.
Is there any remedy for vaginal discharge?
So we need to understand why that vaginal discharge is happening, right? So without knowing the case more in detail, it will be very difficult for me to say on that.
All right. Okay, we've done mood swings. How do we improve or take care of abdominal pain during periods?
Okay, this is totally different topic, but I'll give you one small remedy. You can take hot water fermentation, and that will help you to feel better.
Okay. Do we need to soak the powdered flaxseed, or do we
No,
soak
no
flaxseed
soaking.
at all?
No soaking. Flax seeds will not be soaked, but other seeds. So don't get confused. Flax seeds not to be soaked. It should be unroasted powder, and any other seeds should be soaked. If it is pistachios also, you're going to soak. If it is pumpkin seeds, you're going to soak.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that. What about the concoction for low libido? What do they need to have?
Okay, so I'm repeating the concoction again. You need to take 1 cup of water. In that, add half a teaspoon of methi seeds, then a pinch of nutmeg powder, then add saffron, add 1 clove of garlic. Now boil this and make it till half, and then strain it. Add unpasteurized organic honey, and then drink it 1 hour before 1 hour before this activity.
All right, great. Thank you for sharing that, Shani. There
Yeah.
are so many questions that are still pouring in. However, it's already the half an hour
Yeah.
mark, and it would be
Yeah.
great if you could quickly recap, and then any other questions can be addressed on your Instagram page.
Sure. So today we spoke on menopause phase, And this is really crucial in one's woman's life, where this every woman has to go through it. It cannot be deleted, and there are various kind of symptoms. So we need to follow those symptoms to make sure that our journey becomes more easy. There is something known as HRT treatment available. This is basically a conventional treatment, but there are so many risks to it, and there are so many research which says that this can be breast cancer, heart related problem, memory loss, blood clots, and many more. So when we focus on this, identify the symptoms and work according to the remedies, we can easily sail through this journey. I can understand what you all must be going through. I have completed one phase of my life, which is pregnancy, so I can really understand. So today I spoke on top 6 symptoms, which were thinning of the hair, vaginal dryness, low libido, slow down metabolism, insomnia. So I spoke on all these symptoms and the remedies related to them. All these remedies, I'm going to share it on my Insta handle in a day or two. So stay tuned with me on my Insta.